Hello, I'm Lieutenant Kevin Nancy of the Michigan State Police. The governor has asked me to tell you about his new traffic safety initiative called Stop, Then Go. As a traffic patrol officer for over 20 years, I have investigated crashes that were the result of drivers failing to obey traffic control devices. Often, when I perform a traffic stop for a stop sign or red light violation, the driver will inform me that he or she, quote, slowed down, unquote. Let me ask you, driver, if I were to begin striking you about the head and neck area with my tactical defense baton, would you want me to stop or slow down? So remember, when it comes to stop signs and red lights, stop, then go.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is The B Team with Cory and Jim.
Hey man, I'm sorry I'm so sweaty.
Why are you drinking?
Well, that's why I was a little late too, but I was watching Iron Chef, and today's secret ingredient was sriracha.
Sriracha!
So, and I'm an interactive television watcher.
Participant.
Especially when food porn comes on. Because I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to dabble as well. I like to pretend as if I'm on the show competing against the other chefs. So I just buy things from the grocery store just to be prepared for the secret ingredient on the Iron Chef.
What's your favorite secret ingredient so far?
Oh man, there's so many. Avocado's a good one. Sriracha. Rock lobster. I'm waiting for monkey brain. I keep buying it.
Yeah.
But I always have to throw it out because they never pick it. They never have it on there.
Yeah. Pork belly.
Sure.
Always a good one.
Yeah.
Always strong.
Any tongue too.
Yeah. Do you watch Cutthroat Kitchen?
No, I haven't seen it.
That's a pretty good one.
Is it?
That's pretty good.
Well,
it's cutthroat. It's a competition.
Well, sure. Yeah, no. Well, describe for me, if you can, what is so cutthroat about it? Do they actually cut people's throats? There's knives in kitchens.
No.
No?
No. They have items that they bring out.
Okay.
That they all start with, and they make bets, and they what do? They auction off things. You start out with money. You start out a winner.
Okay.
You start out like $20,000.
Oh.
But then they have little auctions that you can buy, like this tiny little pan. A pan.
Little egg pans? Those individual egg pans?
Tiny little single egg pan. And you can buy that with your money and give it to one of the other contestants, and they have to cook their whole meal using that little pan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the cutthroat part about it.
I like that.
Yeah.
God, I would be broke.
But you could end up spending. Yeah. Some
broke.
people are. Some people end up walking out of there winning, with $1,100, or something crazy. Yeah.
Does anybody ever try game it and not buy anything?
Yes.
Just to keep the money?
Yeah, but they also, people taste the food, and you can get kicked off that way too.
Sure.
So you can buy
right.
You can sabotage somebody all you want. But if your food sucks,
I think what I would do, my strategy for that would be to sabotage just one person the whole time.
That's been done.
Because
a guy has said something before and it just hit the person wrong, and they're like, "No,
okay,
nope, he's gone.
I've got $20,000 to spend. You're it, buddy. Hope you like cooking on little mini pans the entire show, like little pots and stuff. I would get them a whole set.
Or they get no knives. You can take all their knives away. Yeah. It's crazy.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's beautiful. That sounds like an awesome show.
My kids love it.
I love it. I haven't even seen it. I do. That sounds awesome. That is right up my alley.
Awesome.
That's right up my alley. Also.
I forgot to mention. I'm sorry.
Me.
This is probably about the 5th time I've cut you off today.
That's okay.
Already.
You're rude. So.
But this is our 50th show. This is 50.
Our 50th
Oh, boy.
It's our.
Oh, boy.
I'm such a dick because.
Yeah, you are. You can stop right there.
Yeah, it's technically our 51st episode. Now it's going to be
more.
It's going to be this is more. I mean, as far as what we've released.
Yeah.
But it's going to be labeled as our 50th episode. So
Yes.
It's a milestone regardless. Because who would have thought we'd have made it this far? We've now been a legitimate podcast for over a year.
Yeah. Nothing legitimate about it, but
Illegitimate, I should have said.
yes.
But yeah, 50, man. We're halfway to the century mark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what we're going to do for that, but
Yeah.
I better start game planning now.
For the big one?
For the big 100.
That's
I'm
exciting.
not even going to worry about the 75th. I don't care about that.
Next week is going to be the Halloween show. I'm a little bit jacked about that.
That was a fun one last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do for that. I have to warn you, though.
Okay.
I do have a prank in mind for you.
Nope. It's not going to pay off, Cory.
Well,
It's not. I'm telling you, my friend, I love you so much.
It doesn't involve any violence or pain for you,
No.
but just for me, I think it'll be funny.
Yeah. It has something to do with clowns. You're going to make me run and have a heart attack.
No running. No running involved. I promise no running. I can't not promise there won't be clowns, though. So I just want to give you a heads up. My wheels are spinning,
Yeah.
I've made some purchases, non-refundable deposits, but still. It should be a great time. Lots of laughs. I'll be video recording. That's just, you won't know that I'm there. I'll put the fly on the wall.
Thought you said you were just going to dress like Harambe, and
Is it too soon?
that's going to be it.
I mean, I've got a full-blown gorilla costume. I just thought it was maybe in bad taste. It's still fresh.
I know it's a wound with you.
You know what I mean?
It's a wound. But let me say this. If you are sad, just remember that the world is 4.5 billion years old, and you, Cory Ellis, somehow managed to exist at the same time as Harambe.
It's called #winning.
It is.
Tiger blood. To quote the great Mr. Sheen.
Great. So far, you and Mr. Sheen think he's great.
Well, sure, yeah.
And the girls he pays $10,000 a night just to hang out with him.
Copious amounts of money, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of weird, though. If you think about it, you're like, I did exist when some weird things happened. Or like, could you, if you believe in like reincarnation, do you, like going back into time and being around when, like for us, history happened and it's like historic and it's in books and everything else.
Sure.
I wonder if people at the time realized sort of the gravity of some of the situations that they were involved in.
Sure.
Some for sure, like
World War II,
right?
Hitler.
Those
You're
are
like,
biggies.
oh, this is going to be
biggies,
in some
right?
books. Somebody's going to read about this.
Yeah, this is. Somebody jotted down some notes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look for that in the paper.
Yeah.
But
the towers, 9/11.
Sure.
I know. We both know that they're going to be talking about that in
forever,
100 years.
Forever. Yeah, that's crazy. It's cool. It's cool to think about.
Yeah.
You're an active
what is
part
the
of
big?
history.
Is 9/11 is that your big one?
For my generation?
In your generation?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of. There's nothing bigger than that so far.
I just missed
So far. Because that launched, a whole
JFK.
firestorm of stuff.
I wasn't born.
Oh, really?
For JFK, no, that was 1963. So I wasn't born yet.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, that was
a super big deal. That's still a big deal.
The wall coming down.
You had a lot, man.
Yeah.
You had a lot going on.
Yeah, they interrupted MTV to show people.
We got to cut off Madonna here for a sec, guys. So you're going to want to listen up.
Yep.
Big things are happening in Germany. That's crazy, man. Yeah, you've seen, Ooh.
The moonwalk.
No. Jackson. Yeah. I don't know if we have the rights to that song.
That's another one. Hit the Michael Jackson's death. Because, he'll go down.
Yeah.
Well,
he's
like Elvis.
Right.
He's an Elvis.
He's my generation's version of Elvis.
Wow, that's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Hey, how dare you?
Sorry.
He had an entire album of number ones, man. Of songs that reached number one on the Billboard charts. How many people do that? Not very many. So, he was a weird dude. Don't get me wrong. Personally, that dude was
Sure.
super jacked up, but he made some solid songs.
But he's like, and it
He's a
makes you
weird
wonder.
guy.
We could do hours and hours on addiction and what causes these guys. You know,
Yes.
Stevie Ray,
Yeah.
my guy, Stevie
Yeah,
Ray.
that is so weird.
People that go through addiction, and it's kind of simple to me. I can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So can I.
these people they're always on the road. They're always traveling. They end a show at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they are jacked. I mean, you just performed in front of
A lot of people.
a couple thousand
that's
people,
gotta
or
be-
even 100 people.
That's got to be awesome.
And you're jacked, and you're not going to sleep unless you have something to help you go to sleep. So you're either getting drunk and passing out,
Yeah, getting hammered.
which isn't sleep. You know
No,
that.
No.
Passing out isn't sleep. They'll do whatever it takes to,
Yeah.
and then that starts an addiction, and then they have to have something to wake up the next day.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
just ugly.
It's not good. It's not good.
I
And
mean,
it
Elvis,
happens.
speaking of Elvis, same thing.
It happens to a lot of musicians, like performers in general. Like anybody, maybe it has to do with the road thing. Maybe that's part of it, or maybe loneliness. Maybe I don't know. But it seems like an awful lot of just people in the music industry, or maybe actors too. Oddly, maybe it's because they have the income too, and they don't care. They feel like whatever, they've made it, so they're like, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
I don't know.
It's rumored that I don't know if you've seen. It's a really famous photo of Elvis and Richard Nixon, who was then president. They were at the White House, and Elvis was being presented with a DEA badge.
Right.
And it's rumored that he told people that he didn't even remember having that photograph taken. He was so high.
Really?
He was whacked out of his brain.
They did a show. They've done a show or movie about that. Do you know that? Are you aware?
About
That.
just that.
About that whole scenario of him going to the White House to meet Richard Nixon.
No, I was not aware of that movie.
It's so odd that you mentioned
That's
it. That
weird.
they just released it this year.
What?
I saw.
Are you messing?
No. I swear to God, the premise of the movie is that Elvis thought of himself or thought he could be an undercover
Yeah, that's true.
agent.
That's true.
For the government, and so he set up a meeting with Richard Nixon.
Yes.
To attempt, I believe, to make that happen.
Yes.
So hence when he gives him the DEA badge and all this other stuff, like I think he was legitimate. Like he was like, I'm going to be a DEA undercover agent, Elvis. But I think that's the whole point. Like the movie itself looks like it's. I think it's more geared as kind of a comedy,
A what if comedy kind of thing.
kind of
with some truth.
sprinkled about in there. But it looked like it was entertaining. I haven't watched it yet, but
Yeah.
it's so odd that you just mentioned that because they just now put out a movie this year.
No,
about
I
it.
promise I knew nothing about that. That's funny.
I know, man.
I will see it though.
It might be on the flicks already.
Okay.
I'm not
I would
sure.
imagine something like that's gonna.
I don't know.
Be
Yeah,
at the library really soon.
I don't. Or yeah. It's so funny. You can always tell that movies don't do really well. Like they'll hit that release date for the theaters, and then you'll I don't know, maybe a month later you'll go to the video store and it's already there on DVD. You're like, okay. You're like, well, I thought it was gonna be good, but yeah, just
Wild stuff.
I think it'll be good. I think it looks funny. Because who's playing the president in the movie is our boy. I'm blanking on his name. Spacey. And then the guy who's playing Elvis. I've seen him in movies. I cannot, for the life of me, think of his name. But I'm trying to think of a movie that he was in that you might know of.
Boy, if we had computers down here.
Internet. It's a
Yeah,
thing.
well, yeah, internet.
It's a thing. It's a whole thing. This new technology,
Man.
being able to information at your fingertips.
Listen, we're broadcasting from Amish country. Just the fact that there are lights down here should amaze you.
Yeah. And that we're not doing this by candlelight.
Yeah.
And that you're not receiving this podcast in a form of the written word.
Chiseled on the stone.
So yeah, but I'll watch it before you do, and I'll let you know. I'll report back.
Please do. How do you know you'll watch it before me?
I don't know that. I don't.
Sounded like some type of challenge.
I'll extend it. Challenge presented.
Okay.
I'll watch that movie before you will.
No, your ass won't even be in that Subaru before I'll be beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop.
I hope it's not on Netflix because then I'm totally fucked.
I have a few news stories.
Go with them.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I just have two today, but I think they're humdingers, as we used to say.
That's a little risque. You gotta be careful with that, you know.
Well, speaking of risque, man has penis amputated after getting it stuck 4 days in a bottle he used as a sex toy.
You're seeing my reaction right now.
Do you want one more time? Your eyes are starting to water.
Oh.
I'm going to read that headline one more time.
Just to make sure that settles in for all the male listeners.
A man had his penis amputated after getting it stuck for 4 days. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 24-hour periods in a bottle he used as a sex toy.
Oh, my God.
A man who used a plastic bottle as a sex toy and got his penis stuck in it for 4 days has had to have it amputated. In lieu of a woman, the inventive man thought the drinks container would be the next best thing. But the embarrassed 50-year-old left it 4 days before seeking medical help. This caused it to suffer necrosis, a type of injury which causes cells to die. By the time he reached the hospital, with bottle still attached, the penis had turned black and had started to decay.
Oh, my God.
Well, he had that going for him, though.
Come on. Come on, man.
Medics had no choice but to remove the organ. Dr. Dennis Chironos, the urologist who carried out the surgery, said the patient's urethra had to be repositioned so he is still able to urinate. But he will never be able to have sex again.
Oh, my God.
Nor would you want to, right?
Not with a necrosized penis.
The doctor said, it's a strange case. It's happened before, but it's still strange.
What?
We had a 50-year-old patient that, because he didn't have a girlfriend or a wife, wanted to relieve his sexual frustration. So he put his penis in a bottle, and this caused the death and necrosis of the penis. When he arrived 4 days later, we had to amputate the penis completely because it was completely dead. When you put your penis into a bottle, it causes a constriction in the blood vessels of the penis, and within 4 hours, you can lose the penis. 4 hours, not 4 days.
Yeah, not
within 4 hours. It's
Dunsies.
His was dead.
Deadsies.
His was dead day one, but he went ahead for 4 days.
He's not a quitter, though. You know, he said, "You know what? Challenge accepted. I'll take it to the limit. 4 hours, 4 days, buddy."
The doctor continued, "This is an embarrassing emergency. The situation with this patient, in that he didn't get medical attention in time, this caused the penis to begin to decay and die completely. There was no choice but to completely remove the penis. It wasn't just the case here that it had died; it had gone completely black, and had begun to decay. The necrosis was very severe. This isn't the first time a penis has been lost in the country due to bottle use." What? 4 years ago, a similar case occurred when a man called Chuleta stuck his member into a glass bottle. I'm going to tell you something about this.
Go with it, man. I don't know if I have any words.
No, plastic or glass. Number one, okay, I'm not going to be dating any drink bottles.
No, me either.
It's not going to happen.
Why?
Yep. Don't understand it. I don't get it.
Neither do I.
But if I were, that bottle's going to come off there. The minute I start panicking that, hey, that's been on there too long. No, it's coming off. I will risk the burn, the cut, the
skin tear,
whatever it takes.
Yeah.
The whatever it takes.
Something that can be repaired over time.
It's coming off. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not just going to let it sit there.
Nope.
Yeah. No.
Nope.
But no. I don't know. I don't get it. That's ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Where's the weirdest place you put your penis?
Let's see. I don't know. I can't ask that question.
Don't
Never
name
a
names.
bottle.
Don't
Never
name
a bottle.
names. No.
I know that, sir. I'm not into dating Gatorade. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's good.
Sure, I like it.
It's refreshing.
There's some flavors I damn near love.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not taking it to Bone Town. You know what I mean? No thanks. No thanks.
I expected a lot out of the blue blaster or whatever it was, the blue. But it's not,
No, right, sure. It's
a letdown, just like the white stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what they put out
Frosty Crunch or whatever it's called. I
I
don't know
don't-
the names of these things.
now. Frosty Crunch.
I'll stick with
No,
the
man.
Pepsi Max.
I will too, because it's got max taste and zero sugar. Pepsi Max picks them up today. Yeah, that's what the copy would read, probably something similar to that if we had it, if we're getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
But we're not.
But we're not at the Pepsi Max studios yet.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, if they ask, yeah, Bad Monkey gonna get switched up real quick. What's that? Mm-hmm. Pepsi, how much?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll choke Harambe out.
I'll put that one in a rear naked choke. I'll make him tap.
Oh, man. So you're not willing to talk about your penis anywhere? Being put anywhere?
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna.
Okay.
I mean, we've got some intimate listeners, but I don't know if it's that intimate. You know what I mean?
Is it time for commercial?
You tell me. You're the man that keeps the time.
Yeah, we got to take a break.
All right.
And then when we come back, more clowns in the news, man. Sorry.
Always.
Sorry.
No, I don't mind it. It's always entertaining for me.
We'll be right back. Hey, B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality, all-cotton, pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, "Hey, look at me, I'm adequate," like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to our website at point19productions.com and get you some. O'Brien Medicine. When you care about people, you create relationships, trust, and loyalty that no amount of money can buy. When you care about people, you are truly making a difference in their lives. Better health and wellness through medical and alternative treatments makes our patients' lives better. O'Brien Medicine, offering same-day appointments and flexible scheduling to meet your needs. O'Brien Medicine, tailored treatment options including nutrition, exercise, and medical interventions. Find out more at o'brienmedicine.com or call 614-344-7601. O'Brien Medicine, home of the same-day appointment.
Hi, Shane here, and I like butter. You know what else I like? To listen to the B-Team with Cory and Jim.
Brought to you by Verdant Fields Nudist Camp. Get in touch with your outer self. Enjoy ping pong, volleyball, and our famous bottomless buffet. Visit our website at www.buffisbeautiful.com.
Hi, this is Emma Woods. Check out my book Beast and Savages and listen to the B-Team with Cory and Jim.
And we're back.
Clown porn. Yep, clown porn is on the rise after killer clown sightings sparking fears of sexual attacks.
What? Oh my God. What is the matter with people?
Since I slaughtered that, I'm going to try it again.
You can run that back. Sometimes it helps to give it to them twice.
Yeah.
Because they might not have been paying attention. And you don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
You know? This is entertaining stuff.
Clown porn is on the rise after killer clown sightings sparking fears of sexual attacks. Sexual attacks.
I don't.
You ever put your penis in a clown?
No, sir.
You ever put it in one of those little fancy red clown noses? I almost didn't say fancy.
No, sir.
No?
There's
Oh,
nothing.
come on!
That turns,
You're telling me
Yes.
when you
timestamp it, write it down. There's not a
you've
thing
never
on
put
earth.
one of those little red clown ball noses on the end
On
of
the
your
tip of a
erect
dangle?
member
No, I have
on
not.
your wedding tackle.
No, sir.
You didn't do.
I don't even.
anything. Did you
You gonna sit there and tell me?
You're going to call yourself a sexual man, but like on your honeymoon,
No.
you didn't do anything out
No.
of the ordinary. Because I mean, you were living in sin at the time, so
Yeah.
But
I was.
so you had already hung from the chandelier, as they say. But like on nothing fancy for not even for
not
wedding
clown
night?
nose fancy. I'll say that. That's a little too upscale for me.
Was there face paint involved?
No.
Was there painting of the member at all? in
No,
any way?
sir. No, sir.
Sock? Was there a sock puppet of any type?
No. But you know what, though?
Did you
That's
have
not
you
a
ever
bad idea.
pretended that you hung a jacket or a coat or a shirt on an erect member?
I don't think so.
Have you ever hung on
I
and
don't
say,
recall.
Hey, just hang it
I'm
right
not
here.
that adventurous, okay?
Mhm.
I'm no Jimmy.
I'm just no.
I'm no Jimmy. Okay?
No.
I've heard stories, sir, about you, but I'm not going to sit here and
Heard stories. Hell, I'll show them to you. It's all video.
I've got full length feature films, sir.
The craze for dressing up as creepy clowns has brought a spike in porn featuring people made up to look like them. The unusual predilection has been linked with a growing number of sightings of killer clowns spotted on streets and shared online. Porn site X-Hamster said, "What? Is that a real thing?"
I don't know.
X-Hamster.
I've never heard
It's supposed
it.
to be a porn site.
I'm sure it exists, but I've never heard of it.
All right. Porn site X-Hamster said that searches for clown porn has risen by 50%, with footage featuring men and women in fancy dress titillating audiences. The clips can feature brutal dominatrix sessions with clowns, meting out extreme punishments for sexual arousal. But as the Daily Star reports, the sexual clown-related sex services are being requested from escort agencies. There are warnings that sexual violence could be a result of the interest. An anonymous escort boss told the Star, "I've had guys asking for girls to dress as clowns and guys asking if they can be dressed as clowns during meetings. My answer is no on both scores." She adds that in her experience, this sort of service is requested by troublesome clients who may even be dangerous. The sexual attraction to masked entertainers commonly seen at circuses is known as Coulrophilia. Another one I don't know.
Well, that's just like the Coulrophobia or Coulrophobia. Remember last episode?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that either. Okay. Psychologist Dr. Mark Griffiths of Nottingham Trent University said that the condition appears to originate from a young age and is usually a male trait.
That's so weird.
He adds, arguably, there appear to have been associative pairings from this young age between sexual arousal and clowns, resulting in classically conditioned behavioral responses. Another way of saying it's something that happens and we don't know why.
Yeah.
He adds that Halloween offers coulrophiles a chance to indulge their interest in the open. Meanwhile, hundreds of terrified children are flooding Childline with calls about the killer clown craze. Figures show that in just 1 week, the charity was contacted 120 times by kids alarmed by strangers in scary clown costumes. A quarter of the calls came from under 11s and over a third from 12 to 15-year-olds. Worst hit are Birmingham, Manchester, and Nottingham.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen, man. And it's kind of already gotten to that point.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like a license to kill anybody that's dressed as a clown. That's what's that's what it's going to get to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got if people don't know who John Wayne Gacy is, he is a serial killer that used to dress as a clown.
Yep.
And I'm sure that's inspiring some of these dudes, because I would be the same way if I owned an escort service and some guy was like, "Yeah, can I dress as a clown. I'm like, well, I don't want this chick to get murdered because that's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Or I think another big one, the Suicide Squad just came out.
Yeah.
And that's got Harley Quinn
Oh, yep.
for the ladies.
Yep.
I think that's got something to do with it, too.
It's kind of neat. Kind of fun to watch.
I'm not going to say she's not attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Some things going on there.
I don't need the clown
No.
stuff.
No.
That's just,
Nope.
I don't need that going on.
That's
but
just a distraction.
sure, that's a distraction technique. But I'll fight through that, okay? That's why they make Windex and rags, okay? Because I'm going to spray and wipe, and then I'm going to get after it, you know?
You're open for business.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, as you could tell from the reading, that was from the UK, and it just strikes me as funny that this all started with a kid in South Carolina.
Making crap up.
Yeah. Saying two clowns were in the woods trying to
Right.
talk him into going in the woods.
Yeah.
That's where this all started.
Isn't
What,
that-
2 months ago?
Well, no, this all started with it. Let's be real.
Oh.
Okay, that's where
that's
where the
been
root.
around.
I know. Sometimes it takes a while to manifest into something crazy.
Or somebody sees an old thing and says, you know what?
Let's be creepy.
Let's
today.
turn this into something else.
Let's be creepy. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's super creepy to me.
Yeah.
Anything that, I don't understand how you could ever get excited about clowns.
You mean aroused?
That or just in general. Like if I went to a birthday party.
Oh,
for
you
my
mean
best-
like go, yay!
Yeah,
clowns!
anytime you see a clown, if
Nope.
it doesn't immediately
Kill. That's what my mind. That's what I hear in the back of my head.
that's all you hear whilst you see him because you're tuning everything out because you're focused clearly on the threat. You're like, that needs to get eliminated immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Neutralize that target now.
Target engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start hearing voices like your co-pilot. He's just giving you you details.
Yeah. Get out of this bouncy house and cut that motherfucker's throat.
Get missile lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how you couldn't. And they're just too creepy. It's too creepy of a thing. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. That's the one thing. You know, am I violent?
You're kind of violent.
Okay.
No, you're not. I mean, you're all right, man. You're
No,
a nice guy.
But that is the one thing that will bring me to violence, to even talk about violence.
Yeah. Well, for good
Leave it
reason. For good reason.
Well, yeah.
They're clowns, man.
Yep. You got that right.
There's nothing. They're just creepy.
We have a Stevie Ray fact of the day if you want to
do.
knock him out with that.
Oh, I do. You know I like my Stevie Ray facts of the day. And speaking of which, I'm going to get to that whole Eric Clapton thing. Okay.
Oh, are you?
Maybe not this episode.
Oh, you're going to get to the
I
bottom.
want to do a little bit more research. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A little too much
if
going
you
on
didn't
there.
tune in last week, the Stevie Ray fact of the day
teased
indicated that not only
Jimi Hendrix.
not only Jimi Hendrix died after being in contact with said Eric Clapton.
The Clapton.
Mhm.
If that wasn't that dude's name,
Oh.
somebody dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Big time.
And it seems like now information has come forward that Stevie Ray Vaughan was also in the presence of said slow hand when he died, or just before he died.
Same day.
Yeah.
A little too suspicious for me. A little too suspicious. I don't trust it.
So now Cory thinks.
There's gonna be a
Eric is
conspiracy
a
corner
murderer.
related to that. I teased it for this episode, but I'm not prepared.
You know, he had a child that died. Eric Clapton fell out of a window of a hotel.
Fell.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He was within the
Convenient.
same date.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You give me some
This
time.
dude's a straight up
I'm
murderer.
gonna put Eric Clapton in prison for at least 3 murders.
Yeah, we
It
can tie
could
him
be
to
countless others.
You know what? We can tie him to 3 deaths.
Let me just. No. This is how deep the rabbit hole is gonna get. He tours, okay, as a musician, okay,
Yeah.
nationwide.
Oh.
There are a lot of unsolved murders out there.
Mm-hmm.
He could be linked to thousands of deaths. Okay,
Oh my God.
who knows?
So
I'm gonna
if
crack
Eric-
this thing wide open.
If you plan to go to an Eric Clapton concert, if you have tickets,
Scalp him
you may want.
or bring a gun. 'Cause you might die.
Eric Clapton gonna kill you.
He will murder you.
Done and done. We said it here. We're saving lives
This is exclusive.
on this show.
Yeah, if you aren't scared, you don't have a heart. I don't know what to tell you.
Stevie Ray, fact of the day.
Stevie Ray, fact of the day.
Yeah, got derailed a little bit. While touring to promote Soul to Soul, and mixing tracks for an upcoming live album, Vaughn, or SRV, collapsed and fell off the stage in London. He had been stretching himself too thin and had to be checked into a clinic to seek help, in September of 1986. He entered the Marietta Clinic under the supervision of one Dr. Victor Bloom.
He does good work.
And if that dude doesn't sound like a villain.
Mm-hmm. He got me cured off the wild turkey.
Yeah? Good for you, man. Good for Vic. All right. Vaughn stayed there a month with visits from Jackson Browne and Eric Clapton,
Oh, my God.
offering support,
Mm-hmm.
and then transferred to a treatment facility in Georgia.
Clapton was measuring him up for a coffin.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sizing up the competition. Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I'm gonna break this wide open. I'm coming, Clapton. Better get your track shoes on, buddy. 'Cause I'm gonna be like a dog chasing. Nipping at your heels. Nipping at your heels. You've had a good run. You've had a good run.
Yeah.
But you about to get got. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's pretty good.
Until I break it up, until I hit him with the full blown, the whole story. I gotta make a few phone calls. Don't worry, I'll get it done.
It's funny how many criminals actually are famous.
Well, yeah, it's,
I mean,
it's either
take your Ice-T and people like that who used to be straight up gang member singing about killing cops and slapping hoes.
I don't know if they were ever in a gang though. Well, if you were on Death Row Records, you probably could argue.
Yeah,
because Suge Knight is for real a thug, but I don't know, because a lot of rappers portray this persona that they're something that they are not. Now some of them used to sell drugs. And
50 Cent.
He got shot. I mean, that's kind of legit.
Legit.
I mean, that's kind of legit. I don't know what he got. I mean, don't get me wrong. He could have been at a 7-Eleven and some dude shot up the place while robbing it,
Yeah.
just in a bad neighborhood.
Snoop was into some stuff.
Snoop he almost went to prison.
Mm-hmm. Real close.
He was razor thin.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's been involved.
Yeah, the dudes on the West Coast, man, were, I would say, more legit.
They
probably.
go, each year, they have the, what is that ball that they have? It's for actual pimps, like real life pimps.
Wow, what is that called?
They have it every year, and there's
Yeah.
there's some rappers that come to that.
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, man, because it's, you'll get.
LL Cool J. He had some ladies. He had a stable.
Oh, there's no doubt.
He had a stable,
Come on,
as
man.
they say.
That dude's almost 60 and still has a six-pack. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, I don't mean he had sex a lot. I mean he
Sure he
sold
did.
ladies.
Sure he did.
Yeah. You got to try. You got to sample the goods.
How you going to describe it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How you going to tell somebody what it's all about?
Yeah, you want to be out there pushing ass for me, you're going to need to show me something. I don't know why.
I don't know why that happened.
For some reason.
I don't know. I can't say that I'm mad about it, but it occurred.
Have you ever sold yourself?
Me? No, I don't need to. I mean,
Has anyone offered to pay you for any sex?
No, not that I'm aware of.
I got off.
Now
I went to.
Let's hear your story, because I'm sure you were segueing into something here.
I went to Bremen, Germany.
Uh-oh.
When I was with,
You had an honorable discharge. So let's keep that going.
I traveled to Bremen, Germany, and on my return, landed at O'Hare in Chi-Town. And when I got off the plane, I had to go to the bathroom. As I was walking into the bathroom, there was a little skeevy-looking dude, and you know who he looked like? He looked just like that. What is his name? Do you know who Jim Norton is?
Yes. The comedian?
He's like a podcast superstar now.
Well, he's a stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
He looked just like that dude, and I'm not going to say it was him. I wouldn't dare. But there was a guy who looked just like him who, when I walked in the bathroom, and I'm not joking, this isn't gratuitous for a laugh. I walk into the bathroom, and he says, dude, I'll blow you for $40. As soon as I walk in, and he said it to everybody behind me, too. Everybody came in. And you know what I said? I said, no, thank you. A man answer would be, get the F away from me, or what's wrong with you?
Or immediately start punching him.
Yeah, something like that. But me, I was all polite. No, thank you.
Oh my God.
And he doesn't call.
No.
He doesn't call or write.
No, why would he? He
don't
wasn't looking for that. Dude, that is awesome. No thanks.
Yeah.
I'm good over here.
No, it wasn't just no thanks.
It was a no thanks.
It was I stopped, okay? Sat the luggage
eyes.
down, and I said, no thank you. Like he asked me if I wanted to buy his Corolla.
Sure.
No.
That's awesome, dude. That is fantastic. I've never heard that story.
Yeah, that's a true story. That's a real one.
That is good.
Yeah.
You've got some good ones, though, man, in the stable.
Yeah.
Some stories. that one's up there, though. I'm going to move that one in the top 10.
Well, at airports, though, they usually try to sell you drugs, not wangs.
But, man, though, to just be blatantly like,
yeah, he was. Yeah, and
I'll blow you for $40.
Yeah.
Like, man, he must have really needed that $40. Mm-hmm. That dude probably got killed because of you. All you would have had to do was give him $40. You'd have been, pay off some debts. That dude was desperate.
Oh, so you think I should have given him the $40 without the blowsy?
No, I don't know. I mean, that's up to you. That's a personal decision. That's for you to weigh out. I'm not here to give personal advice to anybody.
Okay, I just didn't want to think I made the wrong decision.
You can.
I was polite.
Sure, you at the very least, you let him off easy. You know.
Yeah. I walked away the better man.
No, thank you, sir. I'll be fine.
No, thank you. But do you have a card?
Can I call, or we could always reschedule? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
I've been sitting all day. You don't want any part of that. This is my third connection. I'm making my own gravy down there. You don't want to really involve yourself.
I'm not a big fan of playing bathrooms, so you just trust me. You're gonna want to avoid that whole scene. It's like a shark attack down there. Trust me. You don't want any part of that. I nickname it the Terror Dome. You don't want any part of that.
Mm-mm.
And we got time for emails.
We do have some emails.
Let's fire those up.
Let me pull them up here real quick.
Sound effects are getting so on point on this show. They should be right before, right after your clown porn.
There they are.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves hearing this part of the show when we rifle through our notes. But hey, it's all part of it.
It makes it seem more authentic.
It does.
You know what I mean?
No, there's nothing authentic about this. Greenleafer says, "Hey Cory."
What Greenleafer?
"Don't worry about the traffic cameras. I get out of every ticket because the laws require an officer be present at the point where the photo was taken. Did you see an officer?"
I did not.
If not, you're free to go. We always listen to your show at the scrapyard where I work. Cobra slap.
Cobra slap. Nice.
Yeah, he threw a cobra slap in there.
Love it. Well, I don't know if that's correct.
Nope.
I don't think.
Nope.
I don't think that's super accurate, but no, he was. There was no officer there. I just know that it's becoming a thing, and I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
Personally, because it always happens where they just drop it off on me, the speed limit, and I just happen to be going the exact speed where that thing triggers off a photo every time. Yeah. Every time. If I'm going only 1 mile an hour slower, it doesn't take the photo. Instead, nope. That one tick up,
yeah,
it gets me.
That's the one.
Now I'm going to deny it. I'm going to say that wasn't me driving, even though you could have a photo ID and my picture. Mm-hmm. That wasn't me.
Have you heard anything yet from
No. It'll be, dude, it's gonna be like Christmas time.
Yeah.
I'm like, dodged a bullet, baby.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
What the?
Check the mailbox.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Does it come in any special colored envelope or?
No, but it's
it
usually you can
red.
usually tell it's something important because it's one of those like almost everything on the outside of the envelope is blank, but it has like the city. It comes like this from the city hall of somewhere, and you're like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
you know, like it's good. You're hit, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something. That happened to me one time when I was tolls. I was like driving through Wisconsin or something, and they had it was really weird. Like, you know, normally if you're on a toll road, there's no way to get off the toll road or without going through the toll stalls.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. This thing, man, they had it set up where you had to exit to go pay the toll to get back on the toll road. Okay, unless you had like for me, so I'm thinking, oh well, maybe they're closed, like an idiot. So I missed I owe like $35 in tolls, man. It was ridiculous. I was like, you got to be kidding me! They had like all these cameras set up, dude. It was like nighttime for just perfect photos of my license plate. You know what I mean? I'm like, you guys can't catch ISIS, okay? But you can get me for missing a toll. This is some bullshit. Yeah, man. It never fails. It never fails. I should just stop driving, man. Just hire people to drive me places. That way they get hit for it. Like rent a car or something.
Well, if the car's registered to you, though.
I know. That's what I mean.
No.
I'm saying I'm going to either start renting a car to drive long distances and using fake aliases when I go pick them up, or just hire a dude like an Uber driver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, man, I need to get here. Go.
But he's not going to take those chances, though. A hired driver is not going to take those chances of shooting. Yeah. He's going to stop at that yellow light.
Which is good. Which is fine. I'm saying you don't have to break the law. I just don't want to be responsible for it, having to pay for it. You know what I mean?
And for anyone listening, we're gonna give you some education. I'm going to feed your mind right now, okay?
Go with it. Let them know.
Red light means?
Speed up.
Nope.
Because it's going to turn green really fast.
Red light means stop.
You gotta stop.
Green light
is go.
Means go.
Right.
Flashing yellow light means?
Proceed with caution.
Caution, correct. Solid yellow light means?
Gun it.
No.
Or start to apply the brake.
Prepare to stop. Yeah. One more time. Red means stop. Yellow means prepare to stop. Green means kick in the ass. Bobacrat says, I'm with
Bobacrat, I think.
Bobacrat?
Like Boba Fett, you know? Star Wars fan.
I'm with Jim on the McRib. I take a vacation day when the McRib comes around. I'm not sure about the coleslaw, though. That was my last week.
Right, yeah.
I talked about the McRib coming out. I get a little excited.
We need to have a specific segment dedicated to Jimmy's culinary, I don't know what to call it, expertise.
You know what? When we go to video, when we have some cameras available to us, which is coming up, we might do a segment. Why not do a
We should do a
segment?
Jimmy's cooking corner. That's a lot. I mean, that's maybe not a corner because it's conspiracy.
You already have a corner.
Right. There's 4 corners usually to a room. But I mean,
yes.
but you can we can name it whatever. It doesn't matter. We could just keep the corner theme going. That could be our thing. We could TM that. But we should have it like I don't know, maybe a 4 to 5 minute segment where you just crush like the McRib thing. Most people are just going to go buy the McRib and eat it. They're not going to do the whole thing.
Making fresh coleslaw and
they're not
getting themselves ready. You have to prepare mentally.
Right.
Also.
This isn't going to buy the McRib and eating it. That's a rookie's thing. That's a sucker's bet.
Anybody can do it.
A professional is going to prepare.
Clearly.
Right? You're going to take the time and the due diligence to work hard and put yourself into an experience. Not just get it over with.
You're preaching it. You're preaching it.
I'm just saying. I got to try one. I've never had one.
You've not
Never
had
in
the
my life.
McRib.
Never.
Did you tell me that last week? Did I not freak out on you?
No, I don't think I
I don't
mentioned
think
it.
you said it. That's unbelievable.
Well, here's the thing. I used to eat McDonald's food, and then one day, maybe it's because I stopped drinking.
Yeah.
But I ate McDonald's, and like, I felt bad. Like I felt.
Well, yeah.
You know, I got the bubble guts going on a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And then, like 2 or 3 times after that, it was the same thing. So then I just stopped eating it altogether.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do it. So I don't know if I'll ever eat the McRib. Maybe if I start drinking it, I'm like, let's McRib it up, bro. Let's get. I love going through drive-thrus hammered. It's one of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite stories for me of what I did was we got picked up. We were out bar hopping, and of course, drunk people want to make the late night run, grab a little food, some fast food or something before you go back to the house to crash. So we decide to go to Arby's. Okay. Now, mind you, at the time they're repping their snacks and shakes menu. Okay. So we roll up, and you know how it is. You know, when it was a car full of people, there's always the only person that orders is the driver.
Right.
So me being polite,
in theory,
I didn't want to talk over them. So they asked me what I wanted, and I said I want the entire snacks and shakes menu minus the shakes. And I said it to him like 4 times, okay? And he ordered me some bullshit. I don't even remember, but I was super pissed because he didn't get it at the time. I was like, you're such an asshole, bro. I asked for the snacks and shakes menu minus the shakes, and you didn't get it. So then once I sobered up, I went back to try that. Horrible decision. I'm so glad that my buddy bailed me out that night because I would have vomited everywhere. Because sober, I ate the snacks and shakes menu.
Oh, yeah.
Minus the shakes.
Sure.
Wanted to puke.
That's
But
unreal. Yeah, I have a few of those. Locked and loaded. Anytime
We'll save those for a rainy day.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm gonna tease it.
There you go.
I went.
I'll write it down here. That way
with my brother. That's all I need to tell you.
Yep.
With my brother and a friend, after some adult beverages went down.
Sure.
To the Taco Bell.
One of my favorites to travel to.
And we were at the drive-thru. I handed them a 10. I handed the window person a 10, who happened to be a small person. What are you allowed to say these days?
I think the correct term for us would be a little person.
Yeah.
But you're describing a midget.
Yes.
Or a dwarf. Person with dwarfism.
Mm-hmm.
My favorites.
And I put into their little tiny knockwurst fingers. Well, not quite knockwurst. It would be your Vienna sausage fingers.
Yeah.
I put a $10 bill. Well, she gave me change as though I had given her like 50, because there were some 20s and there was some whatever.
Are you sure you didn't hand her 100?
No, it was a 10. So she gave me change for 50, and I handed it to my brother. And he, being the honest guy, he's like, "Oh, hey, they get," and I'm like, "Shut up!" And I drove away. I punched it and drove away across a 4-lane highway into a gas station across the road, and without our food.
I knew that was coming. Beautiful.
West High Senior says, "I love you guys. You're the funniest thing on the internet.
About all that, but
I remember being little and having generic brands all over the house.
yes.
I had a pair of pants that were just called jeans on the label. I also think it's funny when people call every soft drink a Coke. R-jars." I guess this person thinks those people are R-jars. Which, if you've been following our show for a while, we have decided to
It's
take the
high road.
high road on this one. But I'm not doing that with everything. I'm not going to be.
No,
this show
no.
isn't going to be the marker for political correctness. Yeah. It's not going to happen. But that one, I felt enough pressure to take that one out of my vocabulary. So instead of retard, we say R-jar. Because Cory makes you put $1 in the R-jar.
Even though you just said it, R-jar.
Well, if you're explaining the R-jar, you can say it.
Nope. I don't think so.
All right.
I don't think so. I don't think that's allowed.
Well,
sir.
listen, we got a lot going on. Would you mind telling the people what's happening?
I'll fill them in a little bit.
The website, we don't. It's not up. You can't order a T-shirt today if you wanted to. You can email me.
Yes.
Cory's going to tell you how to email me
email.
with all your stuff, and we can still get a T-shirt to you.
It's point19productions@gmail.com. We can, take orders that way. Right now, our website is currently down because we are switching companies, if you will.
Yep.
Trying to get something that's going to be a little bit more hassle-free for us, I would say, and more user-friendly for you.
And interactive.
And yes, more interactive stuff that we can kind of make it a more entertaining experience.
Yeah.
That being said, we're still going to keep the episodes coming. YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, all the good stuff. It's going to be marked as the 50th episode, so we're well on our way.
Happy 50th.
Happy 50th to you, sir. So keep checking us out. Like, comment, subscribe, and rate. As far as iTunes go, that helps us out quite a bit.
Yeah.
And spread the word. Word of mouth.
All I ask you to do is love somebody.